don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's been quite a few videos where the intro started in front of the shop with the Tundra backed up to it. And that usually means there's a road trip and we're going to get something. So, with all that being said, on this episode of Pugliese Speed Shop, we're going on a road trip to go get something.
Yep.
Action. All right. So, as I said, we are going on a trip to get something. I don't know if you can tell from the background at all, but we're in the hills of Virginia. It's what was the place we just passed? What was it called?
I don't know.
The little market.
Skin quarter?
Skin Quarter Market. So we decided anyway that would name a market, something like that. Let's just say they probably don't know many people that sound like me. But we're out here for parts for the Cutlass. So if you remember from the walk around video, the hood is, as Chippy said, had a little rust on it. And the door was pretty bad. And the front bumper, rear bumper. This guy doesn't have a rear bumper, I don't think. I think it was rusty. But he's got a good front bumper, a solid door, and a solid hood. And he's giving us a pretty good deal. So we're going to shoot over here. Part of the thing is I got to pull them off myself. I guess the bumper's already off. We got to pull the door and pull the hood. So probably a little bit further on in this video, you'll see Meagan down in the dirt yanking this door off.
Yeah.
And, I'll get some good quality footage of that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we got a line on a rear bumper. Got to see about heading to PA or maybe having somebody scoop that up for us. We'll see how that goes. But, I guess we're coming along, right? Finding some things. That's pretty good because as I've come to find out, a left door especially, that isn't rotted out is very hard to come by on a Cutlass. I think a G-body altogether. So, I don't know what's up with that, but so to find one was good. To find one, we got some extra parts, other parts that we need as well. Should be pretty good. And he seems to have a couple of these things, so it might be other little doodads that we could use for the car. Like a little mental list of stuff that we need, interior pieces, that kind of stuff. But we've been on the road now about 2 hours, 2 and some change, and we're almost there. So. We'll bring you back when Megan's finally starting to pull these parts off.
On camera. So are you.
The G-body right there. favorite part of the day so far. This guy's got just an amazing view from his front porch. Sit out there and drink a little sweet tea.
Or hooch.
Do some hooch. I like where your head's at, girl. So, we're at dude's house.
6.7 miles. Turn right onto East Colonial Trail Highway.
I'm still not good at asking people, hey, can I record your private dwelling? Because I have this weird hobby. So, I didn't do that. Super nice guy, Harley guy. So, if anybody's in the market for a 74 Ironhead with a whole bunch of new stuff, he got himself a sweet deal. Go ahead and comment on here, and I will put you guys in touch. He's clearly a Cutlass guy. He had two of them sitting there. One pretty much parted out down to a frame and a shell, and the one we got the door and hood off of was about the same. I think the bumper came off the other car. Dude, like just a tiny, I'll show you guys whenever we get back to the house, a tiniest little bit of rust on the bottom of the door, a little bit of surface rust inside the hood. If you guys, I think I mentioned already, it's hard to find stuff without rust all over them. So a little bit of little wire wheel, little rust converter, and actually remember Chippy's car has the chrome that goes over that, so it ain't gotta be perfect, it's just gotta be solid. So I'm happy with that. And nice ride out here. This one has the 3.8, same one that's in Chippy's car. So he did not need pliers to open the to pull the air filter off. Carburetor is free and everything. I'm thinking right now I'm planning for the worst. The way that carburetor was, it's got to be. There's moisture down in that motor, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to borescope it and see all sorts of stuff that should not be inside a motor. So he's got one sitting right there with, what did it say, 60-something thousand original miles on it?
61.
61,000 original miles. Hasn't been started in a long time, but
Somebody drilled out the ignition.
yeah, it's sat for a long time, and somebody shot a window out and stuff like that. All the stupid things people do. But he's gonna spin it. He hasn't even spun the motor. He's gonna spin the motor, see if he can get fire, and we might be shooting back up here next weekend to grab that. So if that's the case, this project might have just gotten a whole lot easier, because as much I'd love to keep the original motor in there, it's not looking great. I do have a 350 we could throw in it, but it's not as easy just throwing it in it, because a little bit of research from the transits in there, I don't think it'll hold it. So now we're looking at changing the transmission, it's a whole thing. So if we could grab a 60,000 mile motor complete and just drop it in there, this would be the way to go. But we're gonna get back on the road. Well, we already are, and
There's the road.
beautiful country here. Oh my God. Maybe we'll stop at the original Lefty's Pizza. What do you think, man?
It was closed.
Oh man. Because you know,
It's witness protection right there.
you think he's in the program.
Middle of nowhere, Uncle Lefty's Pizza. Right.
Wait a minute, that's a stereotype.
It's not a stereotype if it's always true.
Son of a bitch. Well, I mean, when you come to the sticks of Virginia, you come for the pizza,
Yeah.
right? But I bet, nah, probably not.
It's a front.
Either way, Megan's got her beliefs and I have mine. We'll get on the road, and damn it, we're already on the road.
Again, there's the road.
Yeah,
Look how blue the sky is. How
It's
blue
a-
the sky is.
beautiful day. What's
It
that?
is.
Look at that sky. The sky looks like the opening of The Simpsons,
It
doesn't it?
does. I'm recording it. It's very blue. It looks fake. But it really is that blue.
Springfield?
No, I'm looking on the phone. I'm looking at the sky. It really is that blue today.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Are we in Springfield?
Yeah, it's just-
That's where The Simpsons were.
Anyway, say bye.
All right. We'll catch you guys back at the house. Try to just pass the sign. You can't see it right now.
I was looking at that brick building.
See,
Oh, it is original Lefties. I thought it said Uncle Lefties.
from an undisclosed location, there's a pizza spot. Well, guys, we're back at the house. See, we had a little bit of traffic. Not too bad. I'm not even mad about it because then we stopped at Horns and had an amazing chicken fried steak breakfast, but like for dinner. So that was pretty dope. And I lost my helper, but we got the goods. So I'll pull us all out of here, show you what we got, and give you a little more of an update. All right, so for those of you that were wondering what came rushing out of the bottom of the door, it was a whole bunch of glass. I'll probably go ahead and clean that up, and while I'm at it, guess I'll get it cleaned out of the truck as well. But not to worry, it didn't just happen on the way down here. I knew it was broken before I went and picked the door up. Didn't care because the window that's currently in the door, that's currently on the car, that's currently still way up there. Where's she at? There she is. Yeah. Is good to go. So we want the door, don't care about the glass. As you can see, this one doesn't have a door handle either. And we're going to replace that lock too, so this way they're all matched up still. Don't care about that. Let me show you what we care about. See the bottom of this door? Minimal surface rust on it, a little bit of pitting, nothing major. Little wire wheeling, sanding, rust convert, good to go, good as new. As much as I'm a patina guy, I do love the way this comes down the door. Oh, it's just, guys will tell you it's beautiful, but not the look Chippy's going for. So we'll knock all that down and repair it as we get it all ready to go. See the hood right here? It's she's got some patina on it as well, which, guys, it's just, I wish I was going for a patina build because it's perfect. But what we're worried about is the whole front edge. That's where it was all corroded. Good as new. Got the trim pieces on it. And back in here is just some surface rust. We'll clean that up and it'll be all right. Stay. All right. We got the front bumper as well. And the dude threw the lights in, so I ain't mad about that. Whichever ones are in better shape we'll use. Probably the one that on Chippy's car, but that's fine. This is dirty. It was under a trailer. But the one that's currently in the car, this here is all gone. It is rotted terribly, and there's rust all over. You notice, guys, this is gonna clean up great. So I think the dirt actually protected it. So this is all solid. Got the brackets them out with it. All solid under here. Just needs a good cleaning and a bracket, which for plate, who cares? We'll get to it when we get to that. But this is some sought after stuff, guys. Finding it this solid, I've recently figured out is quite the feat. So let me clean that up, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the door. All right, guys, so you see we got this all cleaned up, cleaned around the tires, moved the truck forward. We obviously don't want any glass all around here. We got cars coming in and out, my bike coming in and out. So took care of that. This track right here, guys, super easy to clean all that glass out of there. I'll tell you, that wasn't a big deal at all. Not even a problem. Anyways, yes, I know there's still glass right in here and there because it's still coming out of the door. So we're going to have to pull this thing apart, clean it all out, vacuum it, much like we did when we messed with the doors on that guy. So we're experienced at this point in the game. All right, not bad, right? I wanted to show you this though, guys. This is actually about the same as the passenger's door is on the Cutlass up there. Maybe a little bit better actually. It's not really concerned about it. You see I still got the cardboard and stuff, so it's pretty all original stuff. We'll talk about the car it came off in a minute, but I wanted to point this out. It is a manual door, manual window. Although it had power locks and it had the remote mirror. No, Chip, you're not going to be rolling it up and down. Unless you want to, I could leave that there. But that's actually the same exact spot that the power window button goes. So it's just a matter of maybe changing the regulator, definitely putting the motor in there. And we can get all that off of the other door. So not too concerned about it. But this is what we hauled for today. Label your hardware. Did that go under it? I couldn't do that again if I tried. So talking with Jay, this is going to get a little confusing, much like the Joes in my life, but the guy I got these parts off of, his name is Jay, right? So he was a G-body guy, mainly actually a straight Cutlass guy. He had a 442 that he drag races and all that. He had these two that you saw sitting here. He had another two supposed to be dropped off later in the week, which he's been parting some out, and much like me, guys, he hates to do it because he'd love to save them all. Much like me as well, he's come to the realization that you can't save them all. But the one that this came off was an 81 Cutlass GT, which I didn't even know they made. I thought it was like the Salon and like the Supreme, and that was that. But only 400 of them were made, right? So I'm thinking to myself, man, if that's cool, right? And especially with the patina that's on these, if you could have had a 400, oh man, if we could have just found it a little bit sooner, guys. But by the time he got it, I mean, granted, it's only got 61,000 original miles on it. But some windows had been broken, somebody had shot some part of the car, and the floors were rotted, and somebody destroyed the ignition, and it's just, you know, people don't know what these cars are going to one day become. And that kind of hurts my heart a little bit. I know it hurt his to part out this car that was in really good shape, with the exception of some parts that just, you know, what are you going to do? So I guess the guy that owned the car, he had passed away. His wife had this one, and she had the one that was sitting next to it too, which that one was, it's got some really solid parts on it. He parted most of that out. But it's just, him being him, he comes across these G-Bus, specifically Cutlasses, quite a bit because everybody knows that's what he's looking for. But I don't know what is all entailed in a GT. You would think a GT would have like a 350 in it or something, but it doesn't. This one has a 61,000 mile original miles. You can tell the odometer doesn't do no weird stuff, but 3.8 V6. The more I keep thinking about just the carburetor on Chippy's car, being there's a ton of moisture in that thing and everything is locked up tight. I coiled everything, tried to move it. I'd like to say it's moving a little bit. I don't know that it really is, to be honest. I think it's kind of, maybe a little bit, but is it savable? I don't know. We haven't looked inside of it. We haven't even tried to spin it. I just actually really went and bought the right size sockets to spin it. So talking with Jay, not the Jay you guys know, but this Jay, he hasn't messed with this one either, but there was no mouse houses underneath it, which was awesome. No wiring was torn, none of that kind of stuff. Everything is intact. The air filter spun right off without tools, so he's already winning there. Carburetor was all free. Everything looked really, really good. So he hasn't tried to spin that motor or anything. With the ignition being tore out, we couldn't just throw a battery on it and try and crank it. So we tried messing with it a little bit. He had to go out. and working on gravel, and it was 1,000,000 degrees and all that kind of stuff. So he's going to mess with that thing and let me know. I'm going to mess with this one and let him know. And we might, it might just be easier to do a swap, guys. We're gonna find out. So you're going to want to stay tuned. You're going to want to make sure you're actually subscribed and ring the bell and like it and all that kind of stuff, all the YouTube stuff you're supposed to be doing. So this way, next week, because that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to head up there. Okay, wait a minute, I'm lying. I am about to head up there. But I promised Megan and the kid, go check out the new Naked Gun movie. I mean, that comes out, you got to go watch it.
Move on! Nothing to see here! Please disperse! Nothing to see here, please!
Right, so we're going to do that. But when I get back here...
So, when you get down there...
I'm going to put a ratchet on the front of that motor and see if it's any good. And we're going to go from there. So you're going to want to check it out, guys, because next week, that's what we're starting off with. Right where we're, going to pick up right where we left off. All right? Because, guys, you know what they say, right? If you want to have the coolest thing in the parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work. And sometimes, guys, that work is jumping in your daily driver, shooting through some beautiful country for about 2.5 hours with the woman of your dreams, and picking up some parts, stopping for a great lunch on the way home, and sharing it with the internet. Thanks for watching, guys.